The moment comes on a Sunday night. Danny's sitting in the ABC movie house on 24th Street with his girlfriend, Jenny, next to him. The movie's about a boy and a girl in love, just like most of the movies they watch. Danny knows how it's going to finish, the same way these movies always finish. Jenny's eating chocolate and Danny's drinking soda, just as they always do. It's like every other Sunday for the last 2 years. But one thing is different. When Jenny takes his hand, Danny feels he wants to be somewhere different. "I need to go to the bathroom," he says. She sits back to let him go. He sits down outside, thinking about what's wrong. "You come here every week," he thinks. "Why are you being like this? What's different now?" Nothing's different, and that's what's wrong. Danny feels really hot. 2 years, he thinks. 2 years coming to see the same movies. But it's not just the movies, is it? It's 2 years with the same girl. None of this is new. He thinks a lot about this. Is Jenny right for him? Is he right for her? He likes her a lot. He's sure about that. She's interesting. She's pretty. Not the prettiest girl in the school, maybe, but she's nice. Maybe she talks too much sometimes. But Jenny's really nice. He sits there thinking about it. A girl working at the movie house says, "Are you okay? Do you want something?" "No thanks," Danny says. "This girl's pretty too," Danny sees. I'm okay. It's not my kind of movie." "I know what you mean," she says. "Take your time." Danny watches her walk away. She's nice, Danny thinks, feeling bad about just thinking it. If you have a girlfriend, he thinks, it's wrong to think about other girls, isn't it? You can't really think someone is pretty. And that's another thing. Jenny is his first girlfriend. He's her first boyfriend. Is she the right girl for him? Is he the right boy for her? How can you know? Maybe somebody else is out there, somebody better. "Are you okay?" somebody says. Danny looks up, smiling. He thinks it's the girl again, but it's Jenny. "What are you doing here?" he asks her. "Your face is red. Is something wrong?" "Like what?" Danny says. "I don't know," Jenny says. "Why are you sitting out here?" "Just thinking about some things." "Hey," Jenny says, sitting down next to him. "Tell me what's wrong." "Just school," Danny says. "Are you sure about that?" Jenny asks, as if she doesn't really believe him. Tell her, he thinks. Tell her how you're feeling. "I'm okay," he says. "Do you want to go somewhere else?" "What about the movie?" "Don't worry about it," Jenny says. "Let's go." They go out into the street. Snow is coming down. "It's beautiful," Jenny says. "It's cold," Danny replies. "Come here," Jenny says. "Hey, we have a table at the Bella Vista on Wednesday. I'm so excited." "That's great," Danny says. "Wednesday is February the 14th, Valentine's Day. And Mum and Dad want you to come and see them in the break. They really miss you. They're always talking about you." Danny stops. "Listen, Jenny, I'm not feeling well. I'm going home. Do you want me to drive you home first?" "You don't have to do that. I can take a taxi. Do you want me to come with you?" No, you just go back." "Danny," Jenny says. looking right into his eyes. Tell me what's wrong. Nothing, really, he says. Really, she says. Really. I love you, Danny, Jenny says. He kisses her. I'll call you tomorrow, he says. The next evening, Danny meets his friend Dwayne at Ben's cafe. They drink some coffee and talk about school. But soon Dwayne asks what's wrong, and Danny tells him how he's feeling. I understand, Dwayne says. She's your first girlfriend, and I can see why you want to think about other things. But Jenny's special, man. She's beautiful. She's interesting. I mean, having a girlfriend, it's like having a job, isn't it? You can't just take a break from it. And if you've got a really good job, someone else is going to want that job, aren't they? Know what I'm saying here? Maybe. Wednesday's Valentine's Day. Do something special for her. We're going to the Bella Vista. That's good. But I'm thinking we need to talk about things. I just can't stop thinking. Maybe there's somebody better out there. Somebody better? You know what I mean. Not better. Just better for me. Maybe better for her, too. Maybe, Dwayne says, thinking about it. Maybe not. Danny thinks about it over the next day or two, and when he goes over to Jenny's house on Wednesday, he starts to think that Dwayne is right. He stops by a flower store on the way. They have some nice roses for $50. Go on, Danny, he thinks. Get her some flowers. Say sorry about Saturday. He puts his hand on the door, but doesn't go in. Doing this, it's not what I feel. He gets back in the car and goes over to Jenny's, not knowing what to say to her. He wants to tell her the truth, but what is the truth? He's thinking when Jenny opens the door and kisses him. I can't believe it, she says. They're beautiful. Thank you, Danny, really. Danny opens his mouth to say something, but nothing comes out. Jenny takes him into the house. On a table, there are some flowers, roses, not just red ones, white ones, and yellow ones too. Next to them are some chocolates. I just can't believe this, Danny, she says. This is so great. You know, after Sunday, well, Jenny, what are these? Danny says. I mean, who are these from? I don't understand, Jenny replies. They're from you, aren't they? No, they aren't from me. They aren't? Now Jenny looks like she doesn't understand. Who are they from, then? That's what I'm asking you, Danny says. Jenny, is there something you want to tell me? Like what? People don't just give other people lots of... Just how many are there? 24. People don't just give other people 24 roses for nothing, he says. The flowers are giving Danny a very bad feeling. Danny, I don't know what you're talking about, Jenny says. If they aren't from you, I don't know who they're from. I don't believe you, Danny says, without really thinking about it. You don't believe me. What about you? What about Sunday night? What about me saying, tell me what's wrong, and you saying, I'm okay? What about saying, I love you, Danny, and you saying nothing?